Welcome one and all to the chest and arms dumbbell workout. I am a Polyathletics. You guys are gonna love this workout. Let's get into it. First off here we have the incline dumbbell bench press. We're gonna do 5 sets of 10 reps. This is a heavy compound movement we're gonna begin the workout with. This exercise, unlike the flat dumbbell bench press, is going to bias the upper chest, which is a sticky point, a weak point for a lot of people. Although, of course, it is still going to hit the entire chest. Don't worry, it's not like it's just isolating the upper chest. You can't really do that. You can just bias different muscle groups. And this one biases the upper chest. And the upper chest is really what helps you look big in a t-shirt. So I'd argue that this is probably more important. A lot of people find this more important than even the flat dumbbell bench press would be, or even just like the barbell bench press. That's, of course, if your concern is to look good in a t-shirt. Anyways, we're starting off with this movement because it is a heavy compound movement, and those are the ones that get you the most hypertrophy. Those are the exercises in which you build the foundation of your physique on. So this is why you gotta do the heavy compound movements that work a lot of muscle groups first. The chest is also the biggest muscle group that we're gonna be working, so it's best to be at full energy to work on that. Next up here we have incline bicep curls, 3 sets of 12 reps. And as you can see here, we're doing it with both arms at the same time. Frankly, I think it's counterproductive, or at the very least not as productive as it could be, to alternate arms, because you're going to have one arm that's just hanging around there for 10 seconds or whatever. 10 seconds is an exaggeration, but you get the point. Doing both arms at once emphasizes the concentric and eccentric, but it doesn't let your arms just hang out there and rest for a long amount of time. So I prefer doing them both at the same time, and I think that you should as well. The incline bicep curl emphasizes the long head of your bicep. With a regular curl, the hardest part, the sticking part, is in the middle of the exercise, but with this curl, the hardest part is in the beginning. And that's how it works on the long head of your bicep. And this is good because this part of your bicep doesn't really get trained as much with stuff like rows and pull-ups. That stuff tends to emphasize the short head of your bicep. So, it's good to work on exercises that emphasize the long head of your bicep as to ensure total bicep development. For the next exercise, it's going to be one of my favorite calisthenics movements. It is the diamond push-up. I'm going to allot you 3 sets of 15, although you can go higher or lower. It kind of depends on where you are with your body weight strength. The diamond push-ups are a medium intensity compound movement that works on your chest and triceps, with a little bit more emphasis on your triceps this time around. It'll also work on your abs a lot, since calisthenics, generally speaking, tend to work on your abs a lot. But this exercise specifically, due to the contraction of your shoulders at the top, it works a lot on your serratus muscles. These are the muscles at the top of your abs that connect to your chest almost. And when this muscle is more defined and pops out more, it distinguishes your abs from your chest more, which gives your chest more separation and more definition by association. Next exercise number 4, we have the lying tricep extension. We're going to be doing 3 sets of 10 reps. So this exercise, the lying tricep extension, or the skull crusher if you so choose to call it that, emphasizes the long head of the tricep. There aren't many exercises that aren't on machines which emphasize the long head of your tricep, so this is one that I think you really got to perfect and really optimize in order to maximize the effectiveness of not only this workout, but dumbbell training in general. I like to go a little light on this exercise to make sure that my form is pristine. It's really easy to mess it up if you're going too heavy from my experience. So with this exercise, I would say make sure that you are pushing with your triceps, pushing through your triceps more specifically, and not jerking around with your chest. The next exercise here is a classic. It is the seated shoulder press, and we're going to be doing this for 3 sets of 10 reps. This is maybe the most popular exercise, excluding the big 3 and maybe bicep curls. And it's not without good reason. It is a very tried and tested exercise. It is one of the best shoulder developing exercises. It's received some criticism over the years because it's very front delt dominant, or I should say maybe generally speaking the overhead shoulder pressing movements are being criticized for being too front delt heavy. But I think that when you do this exercise with dumbbells, the instability it creates makes all the heads of the tricep work to a significant degree, more significant I think than say the overhead press. You might be able to get away with this critique if you're talking about the barbell overhead press, but I think that the ability for you to load that exercise with an incredible amount of weight makes up for it, although this isn't my programming that exercise in here. So yeah, overall I think this is a great shoulder exercise, and it works a bit of your upper chest as well. Shoulder and upper chest exercise to add to this routine. Doing this exercise standing up might work on the other heads of your tricep more, but I don't think that the loading potential is as much, so I like to do it seated. So even if you aren't optimally working every head of your shoulder, I think that the loading potential should make up for it. The last exercise here is the alternating hammer curls, and we're going to do 3 sets of 10 reps. And this is 10 reps on each arm, so basically 20 reps depending on how you count it. This exercise emphasizes the short head of your biceps and your forearms. Make sure you keep your arm up when doing this exercise instead of resting it at the bottom. This brings more tension to the muscles that we work, the ones I talked about just now, the biceps, the short head of the biceps, and the forearms. This tension goes especially well for your forearms, which I think tends to respond well to time under tension. The added tension at the top from holding the dumbbells up is going to burn a lot, so I only like using this technique for the last exercise of the workout. You can go a little lighter on this one. This exercise isn't as much about the concentric and eccentric motion as it is about the burn and the time under tension. I think this introduces a new kind of stimulus. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you learned something from this video, if you enjoyed the video, any of that stuff. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.